Alright, we are back. We are about to begin round 3, and I have hot apple cider, so excitement all around. We're playing against Lord Dark. I wonder if that's a family name. Yeah, this hand's keepable. We're gonna keep it. It's got lands and spells, so. And our opponent started out with a tap land. Hopefully they're just as slow as us. Yeah, spell shovel. That just improved the quality of my hand by like 100 times. Ugh. Alright, Cosmic Sentinel. Could be worse. Shadow Glider. Now the question is whether I play Shadow Glider or hold up Spell Shovel. I think the answer is depending on what my opponent's doing. Alright, so Goblin Warpaint. Probably just playing Shadow Glider then, if that's the best my opponent has for turn 2. Any of our bounce spells will be great. No blocks. Alright, Clutch of Currents is good. Not attacking. Taking 5 here, that's fine. Only 3. Alright, our opponent is respecting the 2 damage that this card represents. We could play Sky Spawner. Allows us to Clutch of Currents next turn? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Our opponent is considering not attacking. I will double lock the Giant Mantis. And then I think I block with the Scion too. I kind of have to, right? I don't want to go to 8. Okay, well. Get rid of that thing. What you doing? Oh, okay. Retreat. Alright. They get a counter on their dude. Alright. We'll attack in the air. Like we just don't care. I think I'm gonna just cast Wavewing Elemental here. It seems fine. My opponent doesn't really have a lot going on right now. If they attack with Cosmic Sentinel, I'm not blocking. Oh man, I forgot about the thing with the pumping and this stuff. Yeah, take 5. I should have attacked with my sky spawner. Well, I guess I cast Ghostly Sentinel. Yeah. Oops. My opponent should be at 9. Which will put them dead next turn. I'm so stupid. No box. Tutor full return, getting back just a giant mantis. Deal. And putting a counter on it. You got it. Land. Undo Rising, you say. Let's see. If I attack with Sandstone Bridge, and my opponent blocks anything else, they're dead. So, we're just gonna attack with everything. So much lifelink. Alright, opponent decides not to block and take... Yeah, okay, whatever. Whatever. You could have been at 3. 3 is not 0, friend. Alright, so against the Retreat to Kazandu deck, I think we want another Feldar Cub over Court Blade Whirl, and a Smite the Monstrous over... probably Spell Shrivel, especially on the play. Yeah. I was considering bringing in Dispel, but my opponent didn't seem to have any complete disregards. Hand's a little iffy, but we're gonna keep. Having Clutch of Currents as an option helps a lot. Having my opponent mulligan to 6 is also kind of helpful, but like, you know, in a less obvious way. And by that I mean, it did not impact my decision on whether to keep it or just mulligan. So far, so good. No turn 1 creature into turn 2 Goblin Warpaint, which is nice. Smoldering Marsh. Oh, that's shiny. Yup. You have a Sentinel. Alright, Spell Shovel. Oh yeah, we set that up. I'll play this Evolving Wilds. Right in time. Thanks, Evolving Wilds. Alright. You got it. So the big question is whether or not to play a Cloud Manta next turn. And I think the answer is yes, play it. Because my opponent doesn't have a lot of pressure on us right now. It's not like we're at 13. And Cloud Manta allows us to have pressure backed up by like Smite the Monstrous and Clutch of Currents, which makes Eldrazi Devastator a lot better. Because my opponent has to dedicate so many resources to dealing with our initial like flying threats. Unless they play a Giant Mantis. I hope my opponent casts Goblin Warpaint on that Giant Mantis. So I can just smite it. What you doing? Oh, this is rough. I think I just pitched the land. Because we like Devastators. Yes, we do. Alright, now since we have two Clutch of Currents, we're just going to get kind of aggressive with it. We can take whatever from the mountain. There's a chance I should have just pitched the Eldrazi Devastator, but yep. Instead of the land. We're just gonna pass here. And like, alright, cool. We're gonna give him Vigilance instead of the Ghostly Sentinel because he doesn't normally have Vigilance. So yeah, one of the big risks that you take when you discard lands to Mire's Malice, especially when you have 8-drops in your hand, is just that you're never going to draw another land, right? Your deck only has so many lands in it, and that's the risk I took, but I think it was worth it because all of our alternatives were pretty good removal spells or tempo spells. And we have plenty of stuff going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're gonna get some. So it's not like we actually need to do anything right now. I think I just pass. Play Eldrazi Devastator, you know. This one does. Another Giant Mantis. How does Giant Mantis like 8 9s? That's a good question. Playing the Devastator first because that gives me the option of playing Balaged while still being able to attack with Island next turn. So yeah, like I wasn't feeling enough pressure to want to do stuff like really early on. I felt like I could afford to wait a little bit to play Devastator. And I mean, we're playing it on turn 10 anyway, which is maybe like 1 turn off from what we would have regardless, even if we had pitched the island. So yeah, in conclusion, even if you have an 8-drop in hand, if the board state is relatively stable and you don't feel like you're under a lot of threat, or pressure rather, then feel free to pitch your land with your 8-drop in hand. Mire's Malice. Sure. So my opponent has to block with at least 1 Giant Mantis. I have enough. We'll pass for now. We have like Royals Retributions and stuff that we can draw. You've got a war paint, friend. That Giant Mantis can now block my Ghostly Sentinel. Whew. Baby. Encircling Fissure, you're so good! Probably didn't have to attack with everything there, just to be clear. So we're gonna kill the giant mantis because we want to be able to attack still. And then we're going to say okay. And then we're going to cast with Awaken, target you, target my land. Probably shouldn't have tapped all my blue there, but whatever. I mean, we're not bluffing anything, let's be real. Okay, no complete disregard, please. Unnatural aggression. Sure. Oh, wow! Giant Mantis took damage, so... Oh, that's so good for me. That's so much better. Alright. Neato. That's so good. Opponent does not appear to have anything going on, so we're gonna attack with this Devastator. Not gonna play that land because at this point it's much more useful as a spell. And we got there. Alright, so cool. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to tune into my stream, which I'm going to be doing tonight. That's Monday the 23rd. And, or if you are watching this after the 23rd and you're all of a sudden very sad because you missed out, don't fear. We always post our streams pretty shortly after we've done them, actually. So, yeah. So feel free to check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/MinaMeerden, and subscribe here on my YouTube channel and follow me on Twitter @MTGValkyrie for updates constantly about my life, my drafts, and so on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for another daily draft, and until then, don't forget to take Magic one draft at a time.